Here we go! Here we go!
Oh, hold on, y'all. There we go. Hold on, y'all. My bad. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Bucks playing so bad, got me having technical difficulties, friends and family. I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we here to talk about a thrashing that's going down at Fiserv Forum in front of friends and family, where we are getting our head beat in by the NBA champion OKC Thunder. This looks like a professional team versus a college team out here. This was hard to watch from the jump. We had wait, Jeff corrected me. We had 8 turnovers in just the first quarter. They ran out. They ran out in the first quarter and never looked back. You could just see the levels here. You could just see the levels. The Bucks just the thing that's scary about the Bucks. I do want to get into the positives. Shout out to Cole Anthony. It was good to see Cole Anthony play well today and give some good minutes. Even though he did throw a few bonehead passes, it was still good to see him hit some shots and get some confidence going, because I don't know what changes we're going to make, but we need to get some type of minutes out of Cole Anthony because he does have some offensive skill set. But man, watching this team is crazy. The bonehead turnovers. We looked shook out there when they was putting that pressure on us. Their defense was tenacious. We was looking crazy out there. They had Giannis on lock. Like this is an impressive team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. I just don't know what we're gonna do, friends and family. I know that everybody wants to say fire Doc. Hold on one second, y'all. Everybody wants to say fire Doc, but I don't know if that's a realistic scenario anymore. And the reason I'm saying that, friends and family, is because if we haven't fired Doc yet, what more needs to happen for Doc to get fired? This is yet another blowout. This is like every loss is a damn near a blowout. Like, this is getting crazy. So I really do think that management is gonna let Doc Rivers like finish out this year and then maybe let him go in the off season, because if he hasn't been fired yet, what I mean, what else do you need to see? Y'all get what I'm saying? So I think this is a financial decision by leadership or the owners, whatever you want to call them, to, hey, we can't take another L on this coach, on paying coaches, so we gonna ride this out until the end of the year and then handle it in the off season. That's the way I feel. Y'all feel differently? Let me know how y'all feel, friends and family. Salute to Bucks Nation, friends and family. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Salute to the channel members. Salute to friends and family. Please hit the like button as y'all come in here. Let me know how y'all feel. It's just getting hard to watch. And you know what I'm noticing now watching these games is really scary? This team doesn't even look interested. Even Giannis right now doesn't look interested in what's going on out there. That's the scary part about this team right now. I don't If you want to say Doc lost the locker room, you can say all that. But this team, I don't see any of that real fight or dog that they once had. That fight or dog that we once had, hey, hey, I think that's gone. I don't think this team believes anymore. Even with Giannis, I don't think this team believes. And that's the scariest part of what's going on. There was no point in this game where this team looked like they believed they could win. And I've seen that a couple of times, and that's scary. That lets me know that they don't believe in the system, they don't believe in the coaching, and they don't believe in what's going on right now with this team. And for that to be visible to the fan base and not to Horst or not to the owners lets me know that they do see it. They just can't do anything because of, I think, financial constraints. There's no other way Doc still has this job, because this team is gone mentally now. Now it's a mental thing. They don't even look like they believe mentally. And then I know we had the injuries with Myles Turner being out and KPJ being out, and I don't know how long KPJ is gonna be out. When he fell down funny the other day on his leg and he came back, I guess it was more damage than we thought. They had an MRI. I don't quite have the details, so if y'all friends and family can help me out in the chat, would be greatly appreciated with the details on KPJ. But nonetheless, even with KPJ and Myles Turner, we weren't about to beat OKC. OKC is a well-oiled machine. We let some rookies come in there and give us work. The AJ dude, he came in there and gave us work. Everybody just come in having career games against us. Shai had a quiet 30 on us. He wasn't even trying that hard and cooked us for 30. Like, it's just getting crazy now. I just don't know what we do. So I'm just trying to understand, are we expected to take this for the rest of the year, these type of performances, this lottery team performance for the rest of the year? I'm trying to mentally prepare myself. Like, I just don't. Where's the light at the end of the tunnel, friends and family? We are looking crazy out here. My man, Mr. Cool, said it in the chat. I remember when the Bucks 7 years ago used to beat people down like we getting beat down now. Damn, this is crazy. How do you have Giannis and it makes no impact? How is that even? We have Giannis Antetokounmpo, and we're struggling to score. We're struggling to win games. We're struggling to look like a professional basketball team right now, friends and fans. We don't even look like we're professionals. What are we watching at Fiserv? That's another one. They just booed you knuckleheads at Fiserv. Then you turn around and spin the block and spit in their face again and perform like this. We weren't expecting you to win, but damn, compete. We don't even compete anymore. The Bucks have been broken. I don't even see competition anymore. We're not even competing. Going through the motions out there. Horse, do something. Pull your pants up. Do something. Ownership, do something. We're crashing out here. What is happening? Damn, man. This is crazy. Are we bottom feeders, friends and family? Are we bottom feeders? Is that what we are? Do we have to accept we're bottom feeders with a generational talent and a coach we can't afford to fire? It appears that way. I know Jeff and the rest of y'all talking about after certain dates. This isn't a date stipulation on these type of performances. There shouldn't be. We have to wait till the 20s to fire him in January. No. If they haven't fired him by now, they probably not gonna fire him. I mean, what else do you need to see? The team is quit. This team is quit. I've never seen Giannis go through the motions until recently. Giannis is going through the motions. When I see that, I know there's problems. And it should be obvious to the leadership. What are they not seeing? Am I looking at things wrong? Friends and family, help me in the chat. What is going on? We look like grade school kids out here playing basketball. And then we get spooked. When somebody play a little defense, we get spooked. Throw the ball all over the court. Only team I know that's professional at throwing cross-court passes. And then the layup packages. Bobby tricking layups again today. We have to be the worst layup team in the NBA. Where is up from here? Is this bottom now? Where's the bottom? This is insane. Our home team getting their head beat in left and right. What is going on, y'all? This is... Bucks trying to make it look good. Down 102, 117, 2 minutes left. Shai dropped 4. And a few minutes before the live started, he dropped 10. Shai dropped 40. Lou Dort 13. AJ Mitchell career high 18. Kenrich Williams dropped 18. They shot 53% from the field. 36% from the line, from the three-point line. They only shot 15 free throws. Obviously, Shai 6 or 7, and he had one questionable one, but this wasn't a free throw situation. They shot only 15 free throws, 41 rebounds, 22 assists, only 9 turnovers. They got 11 steals, 3 blocks. Just a good game by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Giannis only took 11 shots. 19 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 turnovers. Great game in limited minutes for the most part, but he just wasn't aggressive. It just like it's almost like he sees it and he's waiting for the smoke to clear or something like that. Like even Giannis wasn't just like revved up. And this is a home game. We done got our head beat in 2 home games in a row. Like, when is the pride going to kick in for this team, friends and family? When is the pride going to kick in as an individual player? You all have children. Do y'all want y'all kids to see y'all doing this? Getting y'all heads beat in like this? Getting styled on? Teams are dancing on our carcass. We're barbecue chicken to teams out here. And Horse is just letting it happen. Re-signed Horse. To do what? Ridiculous. Kyle Kuzma, 9. Didn't play well, in my opinion. 9 points, 0 for 5 from 3. Gary Harris, I thought, gave good minutes in his 9 minutes. Played well, hit a 3. Solid defense. He's a professional. AJ Green shot well late, but was tricking early. Ended up with 15. A lot of those threes in garbage time, of course. 3 rebounds. Ryan Rollins struggled again today. He was aggressive early, but not late. Ended up with 10 points. Bobby Portis with 15-6. Bobby Portis with 9 assists is crazy. You know it's wild when Bobby Portis has 9 assists. I do have to shout out Bobby Portis for 9 assists. I got to shout him out. Shout out to Bobby. That's impressive. That's impressive. Pete Nance giving us good minutes. 30 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 7, 3 of 5, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. He did have 2 turnovers, but I thought he gave us really good minutes today, and we can see that he's valuable on this team. That's all we've been asking, to give Pete Nance some some minutes. Let's see what he can do. And I thought even against a team of this caliber, that Pete Nance showed great IQ out there and played smart basketball. We need more of that on this team. High IQ professional basketball. Just the mindset of a Gary Harris. Play within yourself. You're not here to save the team. Play your role. Do your specific job. Let everything else work itself out. And I feel like Gary Harris understands his job, and that makes things a lot better for us at Pete Nance. We just need more of that on this team. And Cole Anthony played really well today as well. 7 of 9, 17 points, 3 of 4 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists. The 4 turnovers were all bad, but that's what you get with Cole Anthony, why he's deep on the bench. We shot 49% from the field, 39% from 3. We have Giannis, right? And we shot 9 free throws. That's not concerning to you, friends and family? That doesn't let you know that there's a disconnect on this team. We shot 9 free throws with Giannis. I'm not looking deep into it, but there were moments and stretches in this game where I feel like Giannis was almost being iced out, where they were passing amongst themselves and not letting Giannis touch the ball. And I'm not sure what that was all about. Like, I don't know if y'all paid attention or peeped that in the game. Like, there was stretches for minutes where Giannis wasn't even touching the ball. Ryan Rollins shooting up shots, Cole Anthony shooting up. Like, that was very interesting to me. Like, it just started, people just started going for theirs instead of, ball movement. And that's the thing. So much going on with this team, man. We had 30 assists and got blown out. It's crazy. 16 turnovers, unacceptable. It's just this team, man. They just make it so hard. They make it so hard to try to be positive. They make it so hard. They're not even trying out there. They look like they're out there for a paycheck, 9 to 5 on autopilot. How did the Milwaukee Bucks start playing on autopilot? This is insane, y'all. Damn, man. Offensive rebounds wasn't even crazy today. It was just a shot selection, points off turnovers, 20-8. That's significant. Points in the paint, 58 to 38. Bobby with the bonehead flagrant. What are we doing, friends and family? Seriously, what are we doing? This is just getting out of hand. I just don't even know what to say anymore. Let me put the link in the chat. Let me see who in the building as well. And it's getting tough, y'all. I'm not gonna even hold y'all. It's getting tough. I'm trying to look for some positives, more of like a Pete Nance and people like that. And I like seeing Gary Harris doing his job, things like that. But it's getting tough to try to look at the bright side. They don't even look like they're trying, y'all. They don't even look like they're trying. That's crazy to me. See you in the building, man. Salute the friends and family, man. Salute the Bucks Nation. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. What up, Dre West? What up, Mia Kim? What up, Trina? Salute to the queens of the chat. What up, Patricia P? Appreciate you tapping in. What up, Bibby? Derek Stevenson in the building. Shout out to the channel members. Jimmy Roller, I see you. Appreciate you. What up, Patricia? BKC in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. Basketball Jones, what's good? Salute. Jeff Riley, what's good? Salute. My boy Robert Brooks, what's cracking? Let's get them likes up. Chris B, salute. My man's down there in Ohio. Hey, to everybody on this side of the country, in the Midwest and East Coast, y'all be safe out here. It's about to get crazy with this weather, so y'all be cool. Y'all be cool out here, man, for real. Get y'all supplies tomorrow, because it's going to get serious Friday and Saturday. Yeah, Ajax did have a couple good plays out there, Patricia, but he ain't going to never get no run. He buried on the bench. He can't get out. What up, Rigo? What up, Pronte? What up, Miss Robert Walker Murphy? What's good, man? Mr. 414, what's good? Greg Delaney, I see you. What up, Bleacher Report boss? Tap in. What's good? Let's chop this up. Ryan Love, I see you. My boy Daddy Commander. What up? Jonathan Porter, Pickle, Luke. What up? What up? Let's get to these comments. Let's see what's good. Thank you. Thank you. Hit that like button. Yes, please. Thank you, ma'am. Hit the like button. Appreciate you. Yeah, hey, Lavelle, OKC is a very good team. They came in, they had a game plan, they executed. They're definitely a good team. Hey, what up, Gary Foster? Damn, hold on, bro. Yo. My man came in hot. Look at that. Giannis gotta go. That ain't free Vic. Oladipo can't save us, y'all. Oladipo can't save us. Giannis gotta go is kind of crazy, though. I think the thing is, okay, this is a positive, right, friends and family? Hold on. Check this out, right? We need to be cognizant as a fan base. I know we're very emotional. On the positive side, in the off season, a lot of these dudes are on 1-year deals. We can flip this whole roster in the off season and really get some talent in here if we play this right. That is the positive. A lot of these people are on 1-year deals, and the people that are on multi-year deals are very tradable. You got AJ Green, I don't care, he can be out of here. You got Bobby, you got Kuzma on multi-year deals that are tradable. Gary Trent, KPJ, them is all 1-year deals. Torian Prince, all of these cats. Shout out to Torian Prince. I hope he get healthy soon. But we can really flip this whole roster in this offseason if Horst gets his mind right. If Horst gets his mind right. What up, ALOL? If Horst can see the regression from last year's midseason tourney win against OKC until now, he's blind as a bat. I agree. It's super obvious. It's super obvious. Like we're descending. We're descending. And I don't even know what the bottom is for this team. Like, what's the bottom for this team? Like, this is crazy. This is really crazy how we looking out here. Like I said, the most concerning thing for y'all and for us is that we don't even look like we're trying. We look like we're going through the motions. We're there, we're passing, but there's no emotion. I don't see any emotion. The most emotion I saw from this team today was really Bobby Portis when he got to his little scuffle. This team isn't even playing with they're not even showing any fight. How is this acceptable? How is this acceptable? I don't know what's next, y'all. I don't know what our next win is gonna be. It's just hard to understand this team and where this team is headed. Like I said, the positives is the off season that we can move on from a lot of players, but man, this is getting tough. I'm gonna see. Let me try to pull up the salaries real quick too here in a second. I'm gonna try to so we can kind of get a look. I think that'll calm us down a little bit when you can kind of see as far as where we are salary wise and what we can do. What up, Trina? They were just a better team. Doc did not challenge OKC tonight. They got everything they wanted. That's coaching, folks. Facts. Facts. They did whatever they wanted. What up, Janet MOC? They got whatever they wanted. At this point, we're going to be out of the play. The playing that's the least of my concerns. That we don't even look like a real NBA team. Playing, we shouldn't even be thinking about playing, playoff. We shouldn't be thinking about anything that starts with P on this team right now. Nothing. Playoffs, playing, none of that. Do y'all not see how this team is performing? And we talking about playing? For what? We need to put a quarter in the machine and start over. We don't need to be worried about no playoffs. We need to damn near put a quarter in the machine. Let's restart this game. We look crazy out here. Oh, 100%. Bobby is raising his trade value low key. Bobby's trade value is probably as high as it's ever going to be what it is right now. Man, we don't fight no more, Jonathan Porter. That's the whole point, bro. We don't fight. Yeah, Jim Moore, right, Bleacher Report. Man, Aren't y'all not appalled by the product that's being put out at Fiserv Forum that calls themselves the Milwaukee Bucks? I remember was a team that played with pride, with honor, with dignity. Now this is a team that just lays down and just gets styled on. We just got styled on. They weren't even concerned about playing us. They knew this was easy work. We easy work now. Damn, man. That's if we get in. Yeah, we're definitely an early exit. 100%. The Bucks are early exit if we get to the. We're not a good team. This is what y'all gotta understand. Playing playoffs means that teams have more time to dedicate to focus on stopping your team. What do you think they're gonna do to us? We don't have that. Damn, man. We're awful. We're hard to watch, y'all. Hard to watch. What up, King Kwame? King Kwame, appreciate the 199 super chat. Except Dame has horse and the signings or picks. Yeah, hey, bro. Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Bro, highest human actors to inspire my dude. That's what it feels like. We layup drills for these teams. That's exactly what it feels like. I can't believe that I'm watching my Bucks with Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the greatest players of all time, top 3 power forward of all time. We sitting here and it doesn't make a difference. Do y'all? We have Giannis Antetokounmpo, and we can't even compete anymore. We don't even look competitive. What is it gonna take for change to happen with this team? Even if it's not through trade, through personal accountability. What is happening? Me as being as a dude, as playing sports, being competitive, why would you want to perform like this? And you're getting paid millions and just laying eggs, just looking crazy out here, and then Doc is still the coach. Man, we gonna have to start. Man, hey, we might have to start picking it. We might have to fly up my man, Mr. Bahamas, up here. We might have to fly up Barack Bahamas up here for real. It's getting crazy. This is so. What's like? I keep asking y'all. Y'all saying there is no bottom. How is there no bottom? This has to be the bottom. What is worse than that we were playing right now? How can we play any worse? And I don't want to hear nothing about no Myles Turner or KPJ. We won't go win that game with them. We ain't been winning with them. That's just an excuse. They don't just, man. Yeah, they do. They knew we get embarrassed. This was somebody said in the chat. This was a practice game for OKC. They didn't even have to play for real. This was casual. They killed us slowly. What up, Mr. Cool, the living legend? If Doc couldn't win with great talent, surely he can't win with little talent. Outside of Giannis, we are really bad. That is the real truth. You know what, Mr. Cool? That's the real truth. And we gonna have a real conversation. Outside of Giannis, we're a bad team. We're a bad team. We'll have a game or two here and there. Will somebody get hot and have a shared turn back time moment and start hitting some shots like Cole Anthony? He had a turn back at the clock moment today, and he had 17. He still had bonehead turnovers 4, but he played well offensively, and that'll happen a couple times. Like I said, once maybe twice a week for most of these dudes. The other 3 days, and I'm just talking about business week. The other 3 days is gonna be Basura. And that's what we got. We got a lot of okay players. If we want to keep it real and if we want to get down to the science, we got a lot of okay players. And a couple players is cool that could do something. And when I'm saying cool, I'm saying KPJ and Ryan Rollins. They cool. But they could maybe turn into something. But everybody else is And we don't have a system, can get really exposed. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like when you don't have a system or identity, and you have situational players, everyone gets exposed without a system because they need something to rely on to hide their deficiencies. We can't hide any deficiencies on this team. Bobby still roaming on defense, never holding his man. My boy AJ Green always retreating on defense, and now he's scared of fouling. He just turning into a turnstile now. So instead of fouling, he just gonna let you run past him. So it's just a lot going on this team. Like this is hard. And then they got us staying up late to watch our team get our head cracked. Do y'all know how crazy that is? They got us staying up late to watch our team get our head beat in. Something gotta crack. Something gotta crack with this team, y'all. Something gotta give. Something has to give. You can't continue to perform like this with no accountability. Why hasn't there been any accountability? You know what? It even been dope if Horse even came out and was like, "Hey, y'all, we know that things are rough right now. We working to get it together. Be patient." Something like that. Something to let the fan base know that you're aware that y'all playing like doo doo. Something to make the fan base aware that y'all playing like doo doo. But y'all can't do nothing. Damn. It just doesn't make sense. For us to be, I'm going to say it like this. I'm not saying like we have the worst roster in the NBA, nothing like that. Our roster is not to the depths where we should be playing this bad. This is really a lot on Doc, but now because they've been losing so much, it's so bad. I think this team has actually lost confidence. I really think this team has lost confidence. I don't think they believe they can beat teams anymore. I don't think they believe they can compete. They're just out there trying to get their numbers. And if they win, cool. If they lose, it's still cool. And I think that's a problem. You guys don't see that? You guys don't. You remember at the beginning of the year, even if they was losing, they was fighting at the end, clawing, scratching, trying to figure it out, trying to get a win. I don't see none of that no more. I don't see none of that energy. I don't see none of that energy. That is all out the window. And that alone should be why Doc is fired. You can't see the energy on your team change that dramatically and you be okay with it. And it's just that's why I'm saying if we're seeing all that, they're seeing all that. It has to be financial at this point. I don't know, Jeff, some of the elder statesmen, Jeff, Mr. Cool. Is there any other reason that they wouldn't fire Doc outside of money? I don't see there. He's performed on such a horrible level right now that he must be immune to getting fired at this point. I mean, we look terrible. And sometimes you can lose and compete. The point that we're not competing should be the most concerning part for everyone. We didn't even look like we're competing. Damn. Man, my Bucks, man. I remember the Bucks used to steamroll people, man. We used to be whooping people by 30, making it look easy. Giannis have 30, playing 27 minutes. What up, Dante? Appreciate the $2 super chat. Y'all don't like the dribble handoffs at the top? Nah. And that's the other thing. With that too, we don't even do like the smallest of basic things, like to throw a proper screen. I don't even see, like, a prime example, AJ Green at the beginning of the game. He threw some type of sideways screen and got a foul within the first minute of the game. We don't even just have the bare minimum fundamentals. Making a layup. Don't jump if you don't have a decision made, but don't make a decision in the air. All them basic stuff you see here playing basketball, we do all of it. Jump without having a plan. All of that stuff. Not making layups, not paying attention on defense, mental lapses. We're a walking billboard for how not to play basketball. And we have a great player on our team, which makes this inexcusable. How can we be this bad? Jesus. What? I don't even know what you... Hey, can you elaborate on that, Cool Breeze? I like the name, though. I used to be a cool rapper back in the day. Bro, that's what I'm saying. They're not practicing, bro. They had a practice. That's the thing. We need to have a week off and then a game for us to play decent. Think about that. We got to have like 4 or 5 days off where they can do intense training and intense practicing just to try to compete. We need 4 days off, y'all, to try to compete. And Doc Rivers is still the head coach. How? How, friends and family? How is he still the head coach? It makes no sense. Ooh, interesting question. Which roster is worse, the 2018 Cavs without Bron or the 2026 Bucks without Giannis? I want to lean Giannis, but that's a good comparison, though. I want to lean Giannis. No, Jeff said no bottom means we're free falling. But Jeff, do you guys agree with me though that you think that Doc Rivers is gonna finish out this season? I think he's gonna finish it out. I just don't see why they would fire him now. What's the point? I think he's gonna finish it out. I think he's gonna finish it out. Yeah, Trina, Double R didn't play right, but we got to understand, and I think Mia Kim said it earlier in the chat, and that was a very good comment, that we got to be patient with Ryan Rollins. This is his first time in his career, his first year getting significant minutes and significant playing time. We got to let him figure it out. And we got to understand, too, Trina, Ryan Rollins ain't got nobody to help him. Rondo got his own kids. I don't know if he's around as much to be helping these cats, and there's no other person on the staff to help Ryan Rollins. So he's navigating the treacherous waters of the NBA by himself, dolo. So we got to take that in consideration too, though, Tree. That's I want to give him a grain of salt for being young. Hold on, y'all. Let me tap in B Shaq. Hold on 1 second. You good, B Shaq? All right, hold on. Let me tap in B Shaq. B Shaq, before you get started, I just want a real question. Did we quit? Or has this team quit?
I wore my Bucks hat
Hold on, your audio ain't
just
on.
to try.
You ain't getting no audio. No
Can you hear
audio.
me?
I can't hear you.
No audio.
I
Still
can't
can hear
hear you.
me?
I can't hear you.
Let me come back in. I'll be
Okay.
back.
All right. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. Tap back in. Hold on, y'all. Let me get back into it. Yeah. Tap back in when you get a chance. I don't know what was going on with the audio there. Doc is a, Doc is definitely past his prime. Time for him to go back to the golf course. Absolutely. Okay. There we go. I think you should be good now. There we go. I think you should be good now, B Shaq. Go ahead. You should be good now, B Shaq.
Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
yeah, you good now.
Yeah, I wore my Bucks hat, man, just to try to, I don't know, man, to calm me down or something. To remind me that this team used to be something. Um, what was the question you asked me?
Did this team quit?
I think it's not. I think it's a. I yes, but I don't think it's quitting out of defiance.
Okay.
I think it's quitting out of honest emotional defeat.
Wow.
Yeah, I just think that they have lost their spirit,
Yeah.
and they don't think that they
Can
are a
win.
good team anymore. They don't believe it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They don't believe they could beat a team like this, and it doesn't help going into the game with two key personnel losses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can't afford to lose a ball handler with this team.
At all.
This team, they're ball hawks. They play the passing lanes. They play on ball defense. And in the beginning, the Bucks really look shook, man. They just
They stymied us right out the gate. We looked shook. Like I agree. We looked a little scared again. The pressure
yeah
they applied. They were applying real pressure defensively. B Shaq.
yeah, and they got Dork on
Giannis.
Giannis, and the reality is the best defensive player to put on Giannis is kind of like the short, stocky. type person,
Mm-hmm.
that's strong in their base. You know, PJ Tucker used to guard Giannis.
Right.
Um, people like that are shaped and built like Dork.
Mm-hmm.
Um, have the best success against Giannis. People with a strong plays a strong base, and they were collapsing so much on him. And I heard you say you thought it almost like they were freezing him out for a while, but I just think they collapsed so bad
Mm-hmm.
that the thought process was, you know something, if we don't start making shots, we're not going to get them off of Giannis.
Right.
So I think the choice to either force it into him
That's fair.
or or hey, if we don't show that we are worthy of guarding, they're going to stick to him like white on rice. And so I think they were caught between a rock and a hard place because their defense is so prolific. And the shot making, man,
Mm.
everyone seemed to be shooting. I mean, we made Dort in the first half look like a offensive superstar.
What about the what AJ Williams? I think his name was. He went crazy on
Oh
us.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But listen, man,
Mitchell. AJ
I
Mitchell. Yeah.
don't know if anyone's going to even bring this up, but it was like anytime anyone saw they had AJ Green on them,
Turn south.
they they like their eyes just got like this, man.
But you
And they were
notice
just
what he
like, oh
doing
my
now? But did you
goodness.
peep what he doing now? Now he playing defense like Bobby, where he just letting you go past because he trying not to foul. That's his new. That's the new scheme. That's why if you watch, he keep retreating now on defense because he feels if he's retreating, then he can't get the foul, and then he'll just let you go on by. If you make the layup, you do. If you don't, you don't.
I mean, that's an easy bucket for the other team. I mean,
Correct.
that's an easy bucket. You can't even find if you go to score on the if you try to score on the Thunder, you can't find a weak spot. Good teams don't have weak spots
Mm-hmm.
on the defensive end. You have guys that are defensive superstars, but you have good defensive two-way players on good teams. And AJ Green, as good of a shooter as he is, how many shots did he get off tonight?
12, I believe. Let me confirm
Oh,
here.
he was 5 for 10 for the field,
Mm-hmm. I'll bring
four
it
for
up.
nine from the 3 point. But see, I'm not impressed because they were collapsing so much on Giannis. Someone should
Mm-hmm.
hit some open shots. But he just gives us so much on defense, man. I just
What did you think about a
no,
Cole
no,
Anthony sighting? We had a Cole Anthony sighting today. I thought that was positive,
they don't
even
have a
though
choice. They don't have a choice. They need a ball handler without KPJ.
right.
And but here's what I don't understand. I don't get this. Why did Gary Harris start when he only played 9 minutes? I don't
That's
understand. What was the sense of that?
and he played solid again. Professional, as my man Mr. Cool like to say. He did nothing wrong not to get more minutes, in my opinion.
I mean, he was 1 for 1, one for 1 for 3 from the 3 point.
All right. And one
I
assist.
mean, the dude just does what he's supposed to do, man. He don't even get. I don't even know. It's like
He
show
gets
and
punished.
tell, man.
Right. He gets punished for playing within himself. You get what I'm saying? Like he's not out there turning the ball over. If he missed a shot, he missed, but it was a good shot. He's not out there reaching and hacking. He's doing his job. He should be rewarded with more minutes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Ryan Rollins. Um, quite frankly, I'm surprised he didn't have more turnovers. He limited it to three tonight.
Mm-hmm.
One was really bad. I
Right.
was like, "What are you doing, man?" But now the pressure's back on him. Um, and let me take my hat off for a second, man. My hair looks crazy. I just right now. Let me put it back on, man. Anyway, um, I want people starting to
Hey, I feel you. I gotta
to
go see
try to
my
try
barber
to try
soon.
to
I
try to
feel
go in on
you.
try to go in on me for no reason. Anyway, listen, to all the KPJ haters, I want to speak to you for a second because we saw a noticeable dip in his production. I think part of it is all this crazy stuff going on right now and A-Way being confused and all that. But it's obvious he's been playing hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing hurt, man. He done hurt himself a couple of times, and we thought he was going to be out, but he didn't miss a game. Apparently, he hurt his oblique. Doc said he saw him hurt it on the first play in the Hawks game.
Mm.
But just let him just keep on playing. Nah, dude's out for weeks. I mean, it's like the way you treating this dude,
Dude,
man,
right.
like a slave mule, man.
But
I
we
mean,
what were
just
we saying? He was playing way too many minutes. You got him out there playing
we
40
were
minutes.
saying that. We were saying it. And he was playing hurt,
Right.
injured.
And then you got
Playing
playing 40 minutes.
yeah, and when you have that type of dynamic um game, that fast twitch, like quick burst type, it's gonna affect your game, man. So for all the people that on
That's
some in
true,
our
Roger.
chat, some on other podcasts that were just constantly saying that Ryan Reynolds was better, they wanted him starting and they didn't care about KPJ. Now you're gonna see how it affects the team.
I agree.
Because you don't really miss somebody until they're going. You miss somebody else that's a switchable guard. He can switch onto forwards.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the passing lanes. He makes the other team have to think twice before they can just, even when they pass the ball, they gotta think about where's KPJ.
PJ.
So you don't understand how that a team misses that. And yeah, they were still losing. But now we're gonna start getting run.
Run. Yeah, I agree. This was
I
we
hate to
got ran.
say it.
This score ain't even indicative of how bad we were playing this game. I mean, we still lost by 20, but
Oh yeah, we should. It was look like it was gonna be like a 35,
34.
40 point.
No, I agree.
Like we've been
KPJ's
losing.
importance, but he just brings the score closer. We're still a bad team. We still don't play. I'm not gonna say a bad team because I don't want
Absolutely,
to blame the
absolutely.
players. I do want to blame the players to an extent, but in their defense, they don't have anything to stand on. They're
What
I,
kind of what offense are they running? What are they
nothing,
running?
nothing.
What are they running? They look confused, man. And if you don't have a specific offensive strategy against a team like the Thunder,
You'll get
you
killed.
don't have a chance. But yet, let me just to everyone who keeps repeating like a parrot that Dame and Giannis did not work. Let me just explain something to everybody out there. They were the highest scoring duo
That's a fact.
in the NBA, and people still said, "Okay, yeah, it wasn't as good as it could have been,"
Right.
and I blame Doc for that. But it was still the highest scoring duo, and this in the last year's team with Dame defeated the Oklahoma City
Mm.
Thunder
In the
in
cup,
the
the cup.
in the cup. That team that was playing last year, people were talking about they had a chance to get to the finals if they stayed healthy. And a year later, we don't even belong on the court
Right. I agree.
with OKC. So what do you do when a team is this lost? What do you do? If the organization is a quality organization, someone has to come out and say this is unacceptable.
They
You have to
didn't.
speak to the fans.
That's
You
what I was
have to
saying
say
earlier.
something to the fans.
To me, B Shack, that is letting me know off top that they're not gonna fire Doc because what else do you need to see for you to come out and say something? That lets me know Doc is gonna finish out this season. That this has to
Yeah.
be bottom. What some people I saw you Jeff in the comment section say we're in free fall. I feel like we're at the bottom. How much lower can we go? What else? I mean, we're getting blown out by 20 on a regular basis. We're barbecue chicken. This is the floor. We are the bottom. We can only go toe to toe with the Wizards.
Well, the only way it could get worse The only way it can get worse is if specifically one of the players or a couple of players that we would potentially move at the trade deadline get hurt.
Mm-hmm. Well, I stand at injuries. I'm trying not to think about nothing like
Uh,
that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. Outside of injuries,
yeah.
yeah. Um, but I mean, technically, that would be I would be an unthinkable dark
Right.
scenario for the Bucks. But outside of injuries, I mean, we've had so many different bottoms. Okay, we got blown out by Oklahoma City. We lost to
Salute, Rudy.
Minnesota. Those are both good teams. We barely beat Atlanta.
Right.
You know, if we lost to another uh a team with a worse losing record than us at this point right now, to me, that would be the bottom.
Okay.
If we got run by a really bad team, even though we're a really bad team, a really bad team, we got run by them. But right now, Giannis looks like
What up, Scales?
the last comment he said, asked if he thinks going to be here. He's like, I don't know, just take it day by day. So he goes from I'm not going nowhere to I don't know.
Right.
And I really think that here's what I think Giannis is. He wishes, he wants, he hopes the Bucks can turn it around. But if they can't, he really doesn't want to be here. That's the
Mm.
bottom line.
I wanted
He
to bring
wants to
this up.
be on a winning Bucks team.
No, I agree with that. I wanted to bring this up so we could kind of see where we're at as far as with contracts, right? So we got Giannis 25, 26, 20 next year, 26, 27, then a player option in 28. We obviously just signed Myles Turner. Then we got Dame's 22 million stretched all the way till 28, 29. Kyle Kuzma this year, expiring contract next year. Bobby Porter signed through 27, 28, economical contract. Then Kevin Porter Jr. has a player option for next year. We obviously signed Ryan Rollins till 27, 28, player option. Torian Prince has a player option for next year. Damn, these player options are crazy. Don't y'all want a team option? Dummy. Not if I'm Torian Prince, I'm taking this money. Gary Trent Jr., I'm taking this money. Gary Harris, I'm taking this money. These are all player options. So it's up to the player. Damn, Jericho
Yeah.
Sims, he gonna take his money. Why would he opt out? Oh, I gotta think this through again. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought those was team options. Horse don't know how to structure no contract. You would never. Why are you giving the player control?
And-
Oh,
But but I'm just looking at line number three, man.
oh. This line number
Oh,
three. Yeah, 22 million. That's a player. That's a quality player. Yeah, I agree.
that's a quality player, man.
That's a
That's a
quality.
quality player.
That's a
And
quality. Yeah.
that's what
Mm-hmm.
John Horst decided to do. That's, he did something that other GMs do not do, and they do that for a reason because it jeopardizes the team's future flexibility. But he
But even
wanted
if you
to keep
don't,
Giannis
but even if
so
you don't waive,
bad.
and let's say he didn't waive and stretch Dame though, these contracts are still crazy because of the player option though. That's still crazy. There's a good
You know,
there's a possibility that we're gonna get Gary Trent Jr. back by force because of as bad as he played this year. He's not gonna opt out. He gonna take the 3 million. Torian Prince got neck issue. He don't know what he got going on. He's definitely gonna take the player option. So that's probably three people. Why would Gary
man,
Harris want to leave and go where? Shanghai Sharks? No, he gonna take the
man.
3 million. This is a problem for me, actually.
But to be fair, I think around the league, most at least 2/3 of the players have some sort of player option.
I
I think
understand that, but
that's
that puts us in a very we already were in a difficult situation. This puts us in a more
yeah,
difficult situation because those are players you would rather some of those players just go away and they gonna be like, nah, we gonna go ahead, we gonna run it back. Now that kind of limits you as well. So maybe they do need to be traded.
yeah. Here's what I wonder what's going on behind the scenes. I'm sure Giannis's people are asking the Bucks, are you going to make a move by the trade deadline?
Okay.
And the answer to that question is really going to determine. See, because right now, I do think because of the way the Bucks are playing right now,
Mm-hmm.
I think because of where the Knicks are playing right now and what's just happened to Golden State, I do think the chances of Giannis, I know the odds are still kind of long, but the chances of him being moved by the trade deadline have increased. Everybody just settled that it's going to be at the end of the year during the summer, but the Knicks are playing so bad. I decided to check out some of the Knicks media,
Mm-hmm.
and and they're back on the get Giannis, do whatever you gotta do, give up whoever you gotta get to get Giannis because we look like we're about to go into a tailspin. And we said at
Mm.
the beginning of the season we needed to kind of take a look at how the Knicks were playing,
Right.
how the season was going to go. Once, as long as they were playing great, they were like, "Oh, we don't need them, we don't need them, we don't need them," and they started
Right.
kind of devaluing Giannis for the sake of making themselves feel good. But now the tables have
Turn.
flipped,
Right.
and Towns is playing so terrible right now. They're begging the fans are begging the Knicks to get rid of him.
But that's the thing. We don't want no Carl Anthony Towns. He can't help
I
us.
know that's the other part of it, but I do think it would motivate motivate them to try to pull another team into the deal.
Mm.
Now, I think Golden State situation is interesting because they have picks
Mm-hmm.
and they have a player that they definitely want to move.
Kaminga.
And yeah, and they Steph Curry doesn't want to waste the next 2 years of his what could be near the end of his career,
Mm-hmm.
uh, not having a chance to win it all. And I'm sure they're having discussions. Hey, what do you have to do? And we do know, in case the people in the chat don't know, Mariah's family's in San Francisco.
Mm.
Her family's in San Francisco, and she's cousins with that NBA reporter, the black guy on what's his name, man?
It'll be
When it's
it's gonna be
yeah,
interesting though. I would hate to see Giannis. I don't want to think about Giannis going. I just we got to figure out a way to fix what we got going on. I think
yeah,
the first thing we need to do is we need to clean in house first, and I think that's we got was Doc out of here to an extent. I actually think we need to get Horst out of here. To be honest, I think we need to clean that out and get. We don't have any culture, and that comes from the GM and the coach. So you got to get them out of here in order to bring in culture.
yeah. But where are they? I mean, the owner of somebody needs to. I just wonder who's really running the ship right now. I mean, is because I know a portion of the ownership is
Facts.
new.
Mm-hmm.
Are they sports? Are they sports oriented? Are they just money oriented? Are they just about as long as we're making money, we're good. We don't care if the team wins, as long as we're making money,
Mm-hmm.
or they really want to win? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Um, but Horace is, we'll see him if they make a move, right? He'll go, they'll
Mm-hmm.
do the press conference, why they made the move, blah, 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 blah. But I think a good organization, somebody comes out, face the press and say, listen, we want the fans to know, especially after they booed. I mean, that's uncharacteristic of Milwaukee
Well,
Bucks fans. We know this is not acceptable, and we are committed to putting the best team on the floor, and we will be active
Right.
before the trade deadline.
You
You
think
say
so?
something like that.
Do you think we will? Let me ask you that. Do you think we will make a move?
I think we have to. If the Bucks don't make a move, if the Bucks don't make a move, I guarantee Giannis is gone this summer. I get if they don't, if they make a move, it's the you know, you be in a dark room. There's a light on in the hall, and the door is cracked. You can see a little crack, a light in the room through
Right.
the doorway. If they make a move for a decent player, there'll be a crack of light coming through. If they don't make a move, you can close the door, man. The room's
Like
gonna
that?
get dark because it's gonna get really ugly. If they don't make a move, you know how bad it's gonna get. They got look how low the morale is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a small chance that this this really bad, depressed looking Bucks team is going through the motions because several players don't know where they're going to be
I agree
and
with that. That's
until
fair though.
after the trade deadline. So it's possible at the trade deadline they could get a little spark because okay, we know we're going to be here. But I think the other side of it is if they don't make a move, they know they can't win. And Giannis, for the first time being an NBA All Star superstar, being on a team where he does not believe he can win
Mm-hmm.
is totally new territory for him. And I think that he would definitely be looking to leave this summer if that happens. But just to the ones that was yelling out when I said if they lost to a new bottom could be if they lose to a team worse than us. Everyone's yelling out, Brooklyn, we lost to Brooklyn, Brooklyn. Different times in the season,
Mm-hmm.
different. It's like apples and oranges. This is a different portion of the season. So I don't care about that loss back then because that could have been when Giannis was out, whatever,
Right.
or a mixture of plays being out. This is something totally different. So I don't care about losing to Brooklyn before. I'm saying at this point, if they lose to a team with a worse record than they do, they have, especially if they get blown out, that drops the bottom even lower.
I, it's so crazy that we're even talking about the bottom and floor and just this team is just it's just chaotic. What up, Bleach Report boss man? What's your feelings about today, bro?
Um, to answer your question of who's the ownership for the owns 34% is Jimmy Haslam that owns the Browns. And
Mm.
currently, right now, the Browns can't get a head coach because he sucks as an owner of that team as well. So lay down with what we're dealing with right now. This owner, this new whatever, just watching the first quarter, just turn the game off after that point. I'm just like, yeah, this is not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Um,
you get 8 turnovers in 1 quarter. You
My
probably
my
gonna get blown
wife,
out by 20.
I begged my wife to watch the game with me. I was like, "Yo, This is a good team. It's a good game. It's gonna be a good game." Blah blah blah. And she looked at me with about 4 minutes left in the first one. She was like, "Are you serious? You gonna sit down here and watch this sorry team? They suck."
That's how they
And
do
she
too.
and she
That's
went
how they
upstairs for
do.
the night, man. She was like, they're terrible. They were joke. She was like, they're just throwing the ball all over the place. They can't rebound the ball. And she just went upstairs, man. I was like, oh man.
Once
She
you
didn't
get back,
tell one lie. She didn't tell one lie.
still
Not
alive,
one.
man.
That's a great summary of that first quarter. That is a great just throwing the ball everywhere, jumping up with no decision in mind, just jumping up in the air, throwing it everywhere, missing layups. We like watching the Three Stooges. Literally like watching the Three Stooges. That was
Yeah.
crazy. And
First
I
of all,
and I'm so and I'm ashamed of this team that we start to look scared now in certain situations. When them teams start to press us, We've lost all our confidence. We lost all our mojo, and I don't know what it's gonna take to get it back. Oh, you know, Bleacher. Go ahead, bro.
Well, real quick, Mister B Shaq. It was two things that I was like in the last couple of days for this game. I was like, Dad, like Rondo was on the podcast. He's like, well, you can't expect to win every year, and I'm like, why don't you tell Giannis Antetokounmpo that? Because it seems to me that was like more important right now. And then just the team got no confidence. You got young players that are not just ready. Everybody on 1 year deals, player options, and that's another thing that got me mad. Player options with this team is ridiculous, and you can't. You got to control these players. Like you can't just have player just that's not
Yeah,
even
I feel.
buying.
I feel that's why I saw a couple people in the chat like that's the only way they'll come to Milwaukee. I feel you, but damn,
Oh man, you got to do something better than that. Player options. Oh, you got to be player option. No, I ain't gonna come no player
it's
option.
just we're really in scary times in Bucks Nation. Y'all don't even understand or see it. Like if you've been watching this team over at least the last several years during the championship and the as we were leveling up to become a champion, this is the worst that it's been probably since Giannis has worn a Bucks uniform, where there's not too much positive to talk about. That we're in the worst space that we've been in a long time, and this downward spiral has been accelerated by Glenn Rivers. That's the truth. Ever since we've been steadily going down, and now we're there. We're at the bottom, and I don't know, even if we make trades and all of that. What is that? Like I keep saying, what are these players coming into?
They're
They're
not. They're
coming.
not.
No development. No roles. No true roles. You're just coming here to hoop. Like I go to the Y and hoop. I go to Lifetime Fitness and hoop. This team needs a clean house, and I know I'm talking. I'm kind of saying two of the same, talking out two sides of my mouth with Doc because I'm saying I think he gonna finish the season because of the money. But at some point, it's not my money, I know that. But at some point, you have to look in the mirror and be like, is this really worth it? Is this product that I'm seeing on the floor really worth this amount of money? And instead of just severing ties and trying to rebuild, and before you cause irreparable damage, and Doc can cause irreparable damage. It is players losing confidence out there. It is players
I,
looking like they don't even want to be out there. That is a huge problem. And respectfully, this is the first time I've seen Giannis, even though he was doing this thing, he looked checked out. Yes, to me, he looked checked out. Y'all don't want to say it. That's cool. That's my personal opinion. Giannis looked checked out. Like he can always score 20, 30 points. He's a generational talent. But I'm saying the energy, the tenacity he usually plays with, I didn't see any of that from him or anybody else on the team. And that's what's concerning because usually if everybody else ain't got no energy, at least Giannis is playing at 100. When I don't see that, I am extremely concerned, and I feel something else is afoot or going on because I never see that from Giannis. I don't know if y'all feel the same way. I'm going to go to you, Bleacher.
Well,
Then
yeah.
go. Hold on one second. Let me just get. What up, Robert? Appreciate the $20 super chat. Mr. Cool need the link. Oh, my bad. Damn, my bad, Mr. Cool. Hold on, man. Before it get too late, too. Hold on. My bad. Thank you, Robin. Shout out to Robin. Hold on. Let me put the link in the chat. Hold on. All right. On you, Bleacher. Then we gonna go to B Shack.
yeah,
Go ahead.
it, the once you start seeing a rookie on their team just start going off because they got little injury problems, but they are sound, well coached team that didn't matter.
It didn't even
It
matter.
didn't,
No Jalen Williams, they second best player. It didn't even matter. Still blew us out by 20. And
yeah.
other good role players.
And one thing I want to tell Doc, B Shot before the cool in here go cooking on us, and be cooking everybody is B Shot. What's getting me more upset? We don't care about the national media, but when they talk about talk about getting guys, they're like, oh yeah, yes, if they win a championship with that team, he gonna get a body and blah blah blah. I'm like, what about what we did here? Like, why is it so important for us to be irrelevant? Like they really want us to be irrelevant. Like they don't even want us in a picture anymore. But to me, it's not even just that that's upsetting me. It's upsetting the way the guys play. They're not even trying. They're not even. And then you want the fans not to boo you, but then you want us to watch you play like this. No, you're not going. You got mad at me last time for saying what I said about Giannis, and I'm like, I stand what I said. I'm not coming to watch you play, and you're not even trying. It's about to be cold as hell
Right.
in the next couple days in Wisconsin, and you want me to be happy with your feelings. You tell them, and then you say, "Oh, I don't know, but I don't know. We take it day
Right.
by day. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I can't. I'm checked out. I play Call of Duty. While you want to do that? I don't care. I don't care.
We need a lot of change on this team, a lot of change. But like I said, when you look at the lack of enthusiasm, that's just a red flag. Go ahead, B Shot. Let me tap in, Mr. Cool. Go ahead, B Shot.
Well, I guess, I don't hesitate. I don't hesitate, and Mr.
Hold
Cool,
on, hold on.
I
Give me
don't
one.
hesitate on getting on
Hey,
Giannis's
Mr. Cool, you got to
case.
turn down the volume. Hold on 1 second. Mr. Cool, you got to turn down your volume. All right. Oh, go ahead, B Shot.
Oh, yeah.
I don't, I don't, I don't hesitate to get on Giannis's case when he
Mm,
deserves it. I guess I don't see that as much, as far as him not playing hard. I just saw tonight, at least, I just saw a Thunder team that had a game plan.
mm-hmm.
And their game plan was not only to have Dork on him, but have almost two guys on him in the post and have the guy on the weak side ready to help as well. And they have talented enough defensive players that they can help on the from the weak side and get back to the shooters. And the Bucks are not making them pay like they should. The Bucks don't have talented enough players where okay, they don't have the shot. They can drive with authority and force to the hoop
Mm-hmm.
past the defender. Possibly bringing that other defender back off of Giannis, and then maybe they can either score or dish to Giannis. I think the defense is just so dynamic that I think Giannis is trying to play smart because if not, he's going to get a bunch of charges.
Right.
And so I'm not saying that you're wrong as far as him not playing he's probably not playing with the same enthusiasm because like we said, but they
Mm-hmm.
probably don't really believe deep in their heart they can beat these teams anymore. But I thought tonight it was mostly the Thunder's defensive scheme. Now, if I was to look at anything positive for the night, anything positive, again, I'm gonna look at Pete Nance. 11 points, 4 for 7 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3-point range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a guy that scored, you know, you know, scored 40
Mm-hmm.
in the Herd game, and then listen, the rediscovery of Cole Anthony.
Right.
Yeah, it's due to injury, but the guy is a very decent ball handler. He's one of the fastest guys on the team. He's feisty. I don't like all the time how he jumps in the air to have to make passes and everything like that. Because once you jump in the air against a team like the Thunder, not only are they gifted and talented, but the coaching staff, they do great
Right.
scouting. So they kind of know your tendencies. But he scored 17, 7 for 9 from the field. That's very good for Cole Anthony. 3 for 4 from the 3-point range. And listen, with Cole Anthony, you're gonna at KPJ, you gotta expect some
Turn it.
turnovers. But at least he gave you some decent production, and he was actually, um, he's actually pretty decent. So, I'm looking at those two positives. The guys that haven't been in the lineup that much, Pete Nance and Cole Anthony, and maybe they can bring a spark.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm trying, yo. I'm trying.
Right, I feel you. Hey, Mr. Cool, you gotta turn the live down in the background. We getting feedback.
Let me sign off and try logging back on.
All right. Okay. All right. Shout out. We'll stay on long enough to give Mr. Cool to say his piece. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right. I appreciate there. That is a positive with the Cole Anthony, and I'm very happy. And we saw a positive. We all can confirm now that Pete Nance has basketball IQ. He showed that at the very minimum.
Absolutely.
At the very minimum, we
Absolutely.
know we can give him minutes, and he's not gonna be a damn fool out there. He at least helps us from the basketball IQ perspective. Okay, you gonna come out? You gonna come at me when I'm trying to take a jumper? I'm gonna head fake you and take it to the hole. Smart basketball. Nothing fancy. I'm going to play within myself and do what I'm trained to do. I'm not mad at that. He knows his role. Pete Nance knows what he can and can't do, and he stays within the confines of that.
But if you can see it and I can see it,
Here we
how
go.
come the Bucks can't see it? They got a coaching staff with the Wisconsin Herd. They got a coaching staff on the Bucks. They have a scouting team. I'm sure you can't see this guy can play. You see how we've been drowning. We're like drowning without a we call it a life jacket,
Life jacket.
and it's like, come on, man. You got someone who's producing, someone who got size, someone who got intelligence, who has basketball acumen, has a pedigree,
Right.
a family pedigree in basketball. Come on, man. I mean, if you can give the Nassers a roster spot, you can't give Pete Nance a chance.
Oh, that was hard right there. That was hard
Really?
right there. That was
I
hard
mean,
right
come
there.
on, man.
And I think Gary Harris deserves more minutes. I'm not saying Gary Harris is no world beater. I'm not saying that, friends and family. Just listen to what we're saying here. What we're saying is we got to get people on the floor to play smarter basketball, period.
Eight
It's not
turnovers.
the turnover. We got to get people to play smarter basketball. I
Hey, that
love. I know
that
y'all love Bobby. I know that when he cooking, it's all good. But Bobby does not have basketball IQ. You can see it on offense. You see it on defense. That's going to hurt your team because it's going to break down any type of continuity you had because he always just doing something. It'll be people wide open. He just backing it back. He could be spreading the floor. Instead, he gonna do what he do. Pete Nance knows how to keep the ball moving. If you pay attention, if Pete Nance ain't got a shot, he keep the ball moving. We need higher IQ. Gary Harris, he don't turn the ball over too much. He not doing too much of stupid stuff. He gonna defend, rebound, move the ball, take good shots. We got to start putting the right players on the court too. We definitely got to put the right players on the court and people
But
that
in
have
support,
earned minutes.
in support, in support of your point, they treat Gary Harris like he's an old player. The dude is the same. He's the same age as Giannis. He's 31
Yeah,
years old,
I see what you
and
saying. I see what you
and
saying.
I'm saying this. First of all, it's stupid to start a man and only give him 9 minutes. Why don't you see? We're playing so bad. Why don't you see what his production will look like with 20 minutes? Just see what it looks like, and then make an assessment. But the man is playing so efficiently. See if you can extend his minutes to see if that efficiency translates to more minutes. It's just common sense. And if he does, if his production holds, I am splitting minutes between him and AJ Green.
Mm.
I'm splitting them because the offense will be there. He has a pretty good 3-point percentage, but the defense will be improved. Right now, they are going at AJ Green, man, like he is the last barbecue rib on the grill at a cookout.
We have so many holes in the ship. Shout out to Mr. Cool. As Mr. Cool said, we have too many holes in the ship, but we got to start fixing some of them. We got to fix some of them. We got to figure something out. I don't know, but maybe we wait till the end of the year. I don't know. I don't know if this is something that can be fixed by some acquisitions during the trade deadline. But I'm gonna give you the floor, Mr. Cole. I know it's getting kind of late out here. Let's get to you, Mr. Cole.
Well, it's I'm gonna always say it's the same problem. It's Doc Rivers. Like I took time to go over his resume, although I kind of knew it. But I went into some details, just look back at his career, his coaching, and some of the teams he had that lost and got beat. And as I said earlier in the chat, if you can't win with the talent that he had in those situations, how is he going to win now with less talent? And a lot less talent than he had in some of the teams he had. So it's not reasonable to expect that we're going to do any better by trading for players, unless we were to bring in Joker and Shai. Okay, outside of that, we're not. The results are going to be the same. Because I could spend all night, and I'm not going to, of course, talking about the mistakes on our offense in particular and defense that I keep seeing over and over, and nothing changes. Nothing changes, and it's really it's disheartening. I mean, we're not a great team.
Mm-hmm.
We're not as bad as we're playing.
Agreed.
We're just not this bad.
There's no way you should be this bad with Giannis on your team. It should be impossible
Right.
to be this bad. It should be impossible.
And as I said, these other guys that are getting playing time now could have been helping us all along. And I missed some of it because I was doing some work at home on my laptop, so I missed some of you guys talking earlier. So I don't know what exactly you guys been talking fully about, but I mean, yes, sir.
I have to say Pete Ness was on restriction because he only can play 50 games because he's a two-way player. I remember Antrap said that to us yesterday. So I had to add that.
Okay. Well, certainly, and I've said before, there's no reason why we shouldn't have been able to get more out of Cole Anthony.
Right.
Because we desperately need ball handling and a playmaker. My issue with him was always he wants to score first instead of setting players up. Point guard's job is to get other players involved. When he's on that mindset, he's a really decent point guard.
Right.
At times he just wants to score. Now tonight he was knocking down his shots, and that was great. The problem is when he's not making his shots and he's just shoot first guard, that hurts us because he's small and he can't really defend all that well.
Right.
But he does play hard. He competes. And again, we need with Kevin Porter out, somebody's got to handle the ball for us. Ryan definitely can't do it.
No, 100%.
He definitely can't.
That's not his stuff. No, he doesn't have that in his bag. No, I agree.
I don't know what's going on with him. I know he's young. I know it's his first time getting regular minutes, but still, I guess for me, and B-Shack, you can speak to this too. There's always, like, as a player, there should be some pride. I know we're poorly coached, and I know we're not going anywhere, and maybe not going to be that great of a team. Where's your personal pride? We let a guy off their bench. I guess he was off their bench that started. That was just cooking us early in the first half of this game.
Yeah,
and I'm just thinking, Brian, where's our player that says, you know what, let me guard him. Let me guard him. And we don't have that guy that will say, I'm going to shut him down, or we're going to at least contain this dude. Now, obviously, Shai's a different story, but we're talking about role players for them. Where's your personal pride as a player? That you don't say, hey, this dude is not about to kill us here today. Let me guard him. And I'm going to fight to the screen, and I'm going to stick this guy. He was absolutely killing us. Return the ball over so much. You take away some of our turnovers, and we guard that guy, we would have been in this game early on. Who knows what happens?
Right.
But we spotted them so many points in the first quarter.
They cruised.
Now, you're not going to catch up spotting that team, even with missing players. 20 points in the first quarter. That's just not realistic. We don't have that kind of a team, especially when we turned the ball over 8 times in the first quarter.
Right.
The most ever this season, they said. So, but I wish this one of our players, whether it was Kuzma or somebody, would just say, no, this dude, we're not this guy.
Right.
Now you ain't about to shoot us out the gym here.
Correct,
if Shai get his, Shai get his. I'm not letting some dude, well, I don't even know who he is, put up those kind of points on me and just beat us like this. So I guess I get frustrated when I see that. It's just, We don't have that type of competitive players like that. They'll give me one guy that'll step up and do that. Just one guy to say, I'm gonna lock this. I won't say down.
Right.
I'm,
yo, hey, Mr. Cool is in his bag. If y'all don't get the likes up for that rant right there, shout out to Mr. Cool.
this is just that's just that again. That's his pride. Now I think Kevin Porter have a little bit of that in him,
Right, I agree
but
with that. He got dog in
he's
him.
kind of pulled back a little bit since he's trying to be this a little more nicer version and control temperament and all that, which I love. But I still want that dog that he used to have in him
Right.
and taking it personal. See, Bobby does to an extent, but Bobby does dumb stuff,
Right. Yeah.
and
Bobby's a
it's
goofy.
almost counterproductive.
Yeah.
I don't
Bobby's a goofy.
I don't need that. I needed to be kind of a productive
Yeah.
toughness that we had, that we dig in and say, no,
No. Yeah. I agree with
I'm
that.
not giving that.
No.
We just
Bobby's a goofy.
Well,
so I don't know.
Yeah. No. I agree.
I,
Bobby actually a mook,
I,
but yeah.
I think I would. One of the things we said earlier, Mr. Cool, was that I think KBJ has been playing more injured than he's let on,
Yeah.
and I think that's impacted him as well. As far as the toughness is concerned, it's very hard for a team to show toughness when your leader looks like they're checked out.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
When Giannis, this is what This is now I'm questioning something now. When he did that windmill dunk
Mm-hmm.
against Chicago, all that big, but this is what's going to take to get the team riled up. Why we have to show respect? We're fighting for our lives. Well, where's the fight?
Right.
Right.
You made it seem as if you were for one of to me one of the first times in your career going to stand up and be not just a lead by example type dude, like the strong, quiet type, but you're going to start being a little more animated, a little more aggressive. And if I think he would have kept that, hold on to that,
Mm-hmm.
it would have helped his team.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
he can't because that's not where his heart is. Giannis's heart, Kendrick Perkins said Giannis got 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on a banana peel right now. He don't know what he wants.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
so how can the team rally around anything when they've been doubting their leader?
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
See, all that talk about. Well, when I
Hold on a
play,
second. 1 second.
I play hard, and people know I'm here. Nah, I think people are starting to look at that sideways now.
No. I agree with you. Now go ahead, Bleacher. What was you about to say?
well, I want I want to ask you. You two, I mean, guys are married. I'm going to ask you a quick question. Now, you were in a relationship. You've been together for so long, and then all of a sudden, one day he said to you, "Oh, I don't know anymore. Been so long, and want to look at other people and how you supposed to feel about it. You're the person with that person, and you like you really want to say if you want to leave, yeah, no, but at the same time you care for the person. It's been 13 years, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
every time I hear him go up and down, I try not to pay attention to it. I turn it off. I don't listen to it. I don't, but it gets annoying. It gets so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And then thinking about this team's future. We talking about, what Doc needs to go and, the team around Giannis and everything. And now we got all these player options that we can't even get rid of. It's annoying. And then you hear Giannis like, I don't know, or I do know, or I don't know what to do. It gets annoying. And I know you guys, it get annoying hearing that too. Cause to me, it just like, I just turn it off. I just turn
Agree,
off the show.
Scales.
I just turn the shows
Right.
off. It gets tiring, and then Doc still being there, and I think I agree, Amber. They're not going to fire him. It would have been done by now.
Right.
It wouldn't matter if the money, but it's like they just content of keeping the guy because they. I think my belief, B Shack, is the new owners the owners that's with now, they want to pick the new head coach next year. they want to help pick another coach, but they don't want to just horse just get rid of him. They want to hand pick the next one because after he got docked, that's when Haslam from the Browns got in there. So I'm guaranteeing you, as soon as it's over and they do fire him, they want help with the process of picking another head coach. But we don't know if Giannis gonna be here or not for that process. I just, I don't want this team being relevant again. I just like my fear, my Pugly
Mm.
fear. I don't want this team being relevant again. I want them to at least try to get. When we lost Rodgers for the Packers, I knew we had backup plan, but it's even that still, it's a progress. But with this team, I don't know where it is. It's like a deep hole. I don't know where the rabbit goes. That's how it is for me.
All
I
right.
don't know where it goes.
Appreciate you.
Well,
Go ahead, Mr.
I
Cool.
said this.
Then
I
we go
said this
spin
the
the block
last time.
one more
I
time.
I just don't understand why they can't have a sit down with Giannis and say, look, you've been here 13 years, but majority of the years you've been here, we've been a winning team.
Facts.
For 7 years up until this season, we had the most wins of any team in the NBA. It's been a lot of success. Guess what? We may have a down year or two, but it doesn't mean we can't rebuild it back. And I said that because Steph Curry had that happen with Golden State. When we won the championship that year, they were horrible. But he didn't run away from his team, and he didn't
Right.
demand to leave. But he didn't. He just kept waiting and knew that they would eventually get some more players in there and make it right. And they did, and they won the championship in 2022. So
Right.
I mean, now, do we have a chance to do that next year? I don't know, but he ought to just be a little more patient and just play more of a team game and be the guy that he's been faking that he has been. This kind of, I'm this ultimate team guy and I'm this good humble guy. No, you're not. You're
Right.
not, and you change every day with the wind. You change like this weather
Facts.
we got right now. Constantly, one interview you say one thing, one interview you say something else. Like you said, Danny, that stuff gets tiresome.
Right.
It's tired.
Does
It wears me out.
It's like
I don't. I
like
don't listen to nothing he says on no interview because he'll
right.
always say
Yeah.
something different.
It's too much. He's an enigma in interviews. It's too much. But I know it's getting late. What's your last words? We start with B Shack. We'll end with Mr. Cool. What's your last words, B Shack?
Well,
I know
Bleacher
this wasn't.
Report to answer your question about the relationship. If I'm dating somebody and they talk about they don't want they want to they talking crazy, they talking slick and they talking like I don't know if I want. I'm like get to stepping. I never ever begged them to stay with me. All
Right.
right, so
Right.
that's just me. But
I hear
I
you.
listen. I think that right now, the Bucks. If you're looking ahead, now you talk about pride. Before I get to that, Giannis is not this little humble team.
No,
Giannis has an
oh
ego.
clearly no.
man,
Giannis
big
Giannis
time.
doesn't want to be on the team. Giannis wants to be on TV on Christmas. Giannis wants to be all NBA. He wants to have a chance to win an MVP every year, and he can't do it if the Bucks don't are not good. A lot
Right.
of this is tied to Giannis' ego, and personally, I believe he feels by some of the statements he can end up being one of the top 5 to 8 players ever to play the game. I think
Mm,
in his mind he believes that, and he doesn't want anything to jeopardize that possibility.
that's a fair
Okay.
point.
Um, so I really think that's part of it. And talk about the next 2 games, and we talk about pride. They should be looking to get their get back against the Nuggets for beating them without Jokic
Right.
in
Right.
Denver. They should be like, nah, man, we can't let that stand. And they should be looking to get their get back in that game. Then they play Jason Kidd in Dallas. We all know there's always a little extra thing in Giannis when he plays
Right.
Jason Kidd. Now, at that game, if his body language like this game, you know something's wrong.
I'm watching closely. I'm
He
watching closely.
always gets up.
Yeah.
against Jason Kidd in Dallas. And Jason gonna play his head games with him. Some defensive scheme, something where when Giannis at the 3-point line, they just gonna start moonwalking backwards at Michael Jackson. They just gonna
Right.
let him shoot. They're gonna do something. But if he doesn't have
Right.
fire in that game with no Anthony Davis, now Dallas has an identical record just about to the Bucks. So there should be something there to say, okay, we want to prove who's the best team. We got the same record. Let's see who's really the best team. So we'll see what happens, man. But they got a chance to I guess I'm thinking about the old Bucks. They got a chance to win these games right now. We just don't know. And then they play the Sixers on Tuesday. So they got Nuggets, the Mavericks,
Mavericks, and then
and the
the
Sixers.
Sixers. Yep. Quick 3 game weekend homestand, and then back on the road next week. So yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
see.
so we'll
Appreciate.
see. We'll see if they got any fight. We'll see if they got any fight.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be back. Appreciate you, B Shack, on you, Bleacher. Then we gonna end with Mr. Cool.
Well, I just want to say that, I mean, right now we just a media circus right now with the way they've been playing last couple weeks, getting blown out, and it's hard for me to come watch these games and knowing they're not gonna have a chance to win. So I try my best to just try to stay positive, but it's really hard. So let's see it.
All right, Bleacher, we gonna move on. Go ahead, Mr. Cool. Go ahead, Mr. Cool.
That's
On
how it
you.
is.
All right, I know how it is. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Mr. Cool.
Well, just the last thing I wanted to point out was, and I'll stand by this, you really got to find, and you have to go get a young coach,
Mm-hmm.
fresh coach. Look at the Phoenix Suns. They gave up Kevin Durant, brought in a new young coach who's never been a head coach in the NBA. They are balling.
Oh, that
They
is
are
a
playing
great
very
point.
good.
Hold on, that is a great point.
Because here's what's going on too. The young players are coming in and they're more ready to go right now. It used to be a time all these veterans mattered. These veterans don't matter like that anymore. The league is just getting younger and younger. These guys, these rookies are playing. Look at all the rookies, how good they're playing this year,
Right.
all up and down this league. And you see more and more that the teams are getting younger and younger. You are old at 30 right now, for the
Right.
most part. That didn't used to be the case.
Right.
And so the league is changing. So you got to get a young coach who can relate and understand how these guys can, because you have to be quick on your feet, like the coach is from OKC.
Right.
They didn't go get no veteran old coach has-beens.
Right.
They brought in a young guy, let him grow with that team, and look at him now. And he's developed a great team because your mind's just quicker when you're younger. You
Right.
can react to situations, make the adjustment you need to make, train and teach your players. It takes energy to teach guys your systems. You got a system, which
That's a
we
fact.
clearly don't have one.
Hell no, we ain't
But
got no system.
so that's what I'm just hoping we do. Whenever it happens, we don't know when. If we got to go out and find a nice young coach, because even the Knicks getting what's the name over there? He's an old tread too,
Right.
and he's been around too long, and they're struggling right now. These old coaches just really can't do that no longer. You got to get a young, fresh mind to
I've
run
been
your
on
teams
that.
now.
Now y'all
Right.
talking.
Right.
That's what I've been waiting on. Absolutely. Facts. Robin, man, Queens of the chat come with receipts. VJ
So,
Edge
Robin,
come.
thank you. Robin,
They
thank
come.
you.
Yo,
Yeah.
shout out to the Queens of the chat. All right, y'all. Salute B Shack. Appreciate you. Hey, South Florida's finest in the building. Hey, we got Bleacher Report boss. We got Mr. Cool, the living legend. Appreciate y'all. All right, gentlemen. Appreciate
Stay
you.
See you, gentlemen.
All right, yeah, stay warm,
I'm
right?
holding on. I'm holding on.
Thank you, sir. All right. All right, y'all. Damn, man. I appreciate all y'all tapping in. Can we get 2 more likes to get to 50 likes for this vampire live stream? I appreciate all y'all tapping in. And I know it's very difficult to be a Bucks fan right now, but through thick and thin, we have to support this team. Like new edition said, can you stand the rain? It's easy to support the Bucks when we win in 50 and 60 games. Can you support us now? Be there when they really need you. We got to keep supporting this team, even though we upset and there's a lot going on. Please, let's just continue to support this team. And I think they're going to figure it out, or we're going to have to make our voices felt and heard until they make the changes that need to be made. because definitely some heads need to roll. You know what I'm saying? I saw somebody put in the comment section that even Locked On Bucks is talking about they need to fire the Bucks, and they the most cherry on top podcast out there. So you know it's real. So you know it's real. So we gonna see what happens, friends. Oh, 50, thank you, friends and family. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hit the goal of 50. Appreciate y'all. So we gonna see what happens, friends and family. We should begin. We should want our get back gang against Denver Friday. Fiserv Forum, friends and family. We'll see what happens, y'all. All right, it's getting late. I gotta get up out of here. Act like I ain't gotta go to work no more. Now I'm out here beasting. All right, y'all. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. OKC came to Milwaukee. Fiserv Forum. They showed up, showed out, and spanked us. Period. The score don't matter. We got spanked. Comment, like, subscribe, share the electrifying content. Go. Hey y'all, real quick, right? They just said I just saw something on TV. It said KPJ is out indefinitely with this oblique thing. He might be done for the rest of the year. Damn. Come on, All right, y'all. I don't even know y'all heard me. I didn't even have the mic over here. My bad, y'all. I just saw on Sports Center that they said that Kevin Porter Jr. is out indefinitely with this oblique thing, so he might be gone for the rest of the year, y'all. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'll keep y'all posted if I hear anything else. But that is insane, you guys. Now, are we at the floor, friends and family? Is this officially the floor? Wow, I didn't know that it was out indefinitely because somebody else was saying weeks, Mr. Cool. Damn, man. All right, y'all. This is that's enough for me today. It's enough. Go. It's enough.